Assalamu alaikum, my dear students of class 7. This is your teacher, Miss Yusra Mughal, and I welcome you again in our virtual lesson which is being organized by Metropolitan School. Students, as I already introduced you a book which is newly included in your course, that is My Poetry, which is being written by our very honorable and respectable director academic Sir Danish. As he is a very responsible citizen, so this poem also depicts his spirited bent of mind. So let's start from the poem. I woe. What does the woe means? Woe means promise. So by starting with the quote which is written in your book, and after that we shall start with the poem. A good person initiates a good society. Be such a one. As we have seen that there is a very strong message has been given through this quote. So every good society depends on good people. As you all know, everyone is not good in every aspect of life. So one should always focus on own self to make a small but long lasting change in the society, because little drops of water makes mighty ocean. So I am now reading the poem for you, and after that I can explain the poem. This poem has a very strong message in it. So kindly focus on this poem. I vow to strive for peace, make effort piece by piece. I vow helping the needy, be generous, not greedy. I vow to feed the hungry at will and wish voluntary. I vow to speak the truth and never say untruth. I vow to be good person, do good with zeal and passion. I vow to keep all vows, my conscience truly bows. As you have seen that this poem has a very strong message in it. So let's moving towards the explanation of this poem. As you have seen that this poem is written in a form of couplets but not in a form of stanza. These lines are called the couplets. So let's moving with our first couplet. I vow to strive for peace, make effort piece by piece. So in the very first two lines, poet is promising himself that he will always stand in the line of peacemakers, and he will fulfill it step by step but not at once, because small positive changes lift up the society. I vow helping the needy, be generous and greedy. So in this couplet, poet talks about helping the people in need and not to be greedy but generous. Helping the one in need boosts up the morale of others, which will lead to the betterment of the people of the society. So have you seen, my students, that how much the strong message this poem gives to you? And it poems also gives to you a way of living your life. So let's moving toward the third couplet of that poem. I vow to hurt no one and comfort everyone. So in these lines, poet promised to do the thing which is very hard, because sometimes unintentionally we hurt someone, but the poet promised to not hurt to anyone and comfort everyone by doing some kind deeds. Now what are those kind deeds? The small efforts, the small deeds which you make to feel someone happy and to make to feel someone comfortable. and be the reason of soothing the people and increase their motivation for the betterment of the society. I vow to feed the hungry at will and wish voluntary. So my dear students, as you all know that feeding the hungry and helping poor is an integral part of the Islamic faith. So here in these lines, poet valued the preaching of Islam as a good deed because it's an important religious duty of Muslims, and Allah described those who feed needy people as those who will be among the companions of the right and those who will inherit Jannah. So my dear students, if you feed hungry, so this is the very kind deed that you have done for someone, and it doesn't need that you have a lot of money to feed someone. By doing some small and little deeds, you can also feed someone by sharing your lunch to someone else whom you think that he or she is needy, right? So in the very next couplet, I want to speak the truth and never say untruth. So this is also a message of Allah that to always speak truth. It is difficult for the first time to speak truth, but it can ease your whole life. So in these lines, the poet promised of never lying to be on the true person, because it is the deed which is on the highest rank, and it also develops and highlights the personality among the people. I vow to be good person, do good with zeal and passion. Now the poet promised to be a good person with great enthusiasm and passion, and wish to serve the society with good deeds and clean heart. So in the last line, 2 lines, he conclude all the good deeds. I vow to keep all vows, my conscience truly bows. By the end of the poem, the poet promised to fulfill all the promises he made, and he tells this in all his conscience in present mindness. So my dear students, have you seen that this poem has a very strong message in it? I hope that you people will follow these things which the poet wants to share with you, and which the poet wants to do from you, from your side, to help someone by doing some kind deeds, and it doesn't make a lot of effort to make someone happy. So my dear students, let's towards the exercises of this chapter, of this poem. Firstly, there are the words meaning, which is under the heading of ponder poetically in your book. Vow, to make a formal and serious promise to do something. Strive, to try very hard to achieve something. Piece by piece, gradually. Generous, willing to give freely. Voluntary, done willingly and not because you are forced. Zeal, great enthusiasm. Passion, strong desire. Conscience, the part of your mind that tells you whether your actions are right or wrong. So there are some questions given under the heading of ponder poetically as I explain you the poem, and now you are going to write the answer by your own, that what do you understand by these questions. Why do you think one should make these vows? Because we want to change the society, we want to be a good citizen, and we want to be a good and responsible person. That's why we can make the vows, as it is the responsibility of a Muslim, and it is also our religious responsibility to make good deeds and to make good vows to ourselves, just to have the reward from the Allah as well. What can a person do to make peace individually? So this is a very important question, and I want you to write it by your own, and I want to see the answers. That what can a person do to make peace individually? What efforts you can put to make peace in the world? What efforts you can make to people happy, to make people comfortable? So by doing some deeds, by being positive all the time, by answering politely, by being generous, we can make the peace, right? And in the end, the poet vows to keep all the vows. Why? So why do you think that after all the vows, poet wants to keep all the vows? Because he promised to fulfill all the vows to himself. He doesn't want to because he promised to fulfill all the vows for his people, and he doesn't want to step back of such things. Number D. Can you suggest which is the most important of all these vows? So in all the couplets there are some vows which has been done by the poet, and what do you think according to you that which is the most important among all? So you will have to write it by your own. By my side, the one I vow to feed the hungry, at will and wish, voluntary. This is from my side, it is important, but I want to see the answers from you as well. E. Give one rhyming word for each of the following. There are some words already given. Number 1, peace, need, one hungry person, and bow. There are some words given. You will have to write the rhyming words for all these words, and as you all know, rhyming words are the same sound words. Right, my dear students, I hope you can understand that how you can do this exercise and the poem. Students, this is the time for the home assignment. What you will have to do, you will have to do the exercise A, B, C, D and E of the poem I Vow in your poetry section, which is being made in your text copy. A separate portion if you have, and if you don't have the separate portion, doesn't matter, you can do it in your text copy. And do the vocabulary meanings, which is under the headings of retain the meanings in your copy with the exercises of the poem. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Allah Hafiz.